Check for understandings come at the end of the lesson. That is more like an exit ticket. Okay. So these are objective check for understanding trackers. Okay. They're different than anything else. What we've done is we've taken your big idea and we've written down every single check for understanding or exit ticket. Now, your exit tickets are based on the check for understanding / exit ticket. I'm going to use those interchangeably. Okay. I'm saying the check for understanding at the end of your math expressions lesson is an exit ticket. Full disclosure, not all of them are good. Okay. Sometimes I read a check for understanding in the teacher's guide and I'm like, I don't know who wrote that, but that is not checking to see if my kids understand this lesson. Okay. It's not the heart and soul of the lesson. So sometimes you have to come up with your own check for understanding when you're like, really, we just spent 90 minutes on this and they asked a question that we did in the last 2. Like, that's not the check for understanding. Okay. In most cases, the check for understanding is a really good guide of like the most important idea in the lesson, but it's just not always. All right. So when you look for the check for understanding, here's what it's going to look like. I'm going to give you an example and I'm going to do this fairly quickly. Okay, so take a look. I am in grade 1. Let's look at the grade 1. Okay, you're going to get the whole folder and every folder has a unit and the unit is like gives you the PDF version of what I'm about to show you. But it also shows you the Google Doc. So every grade level has a Google Doc or a Google spreadsheet. That's what I'm going to show you right now. And then just know that you also have them as printable PDFs by big idea in the folders. Okay. So when I look here, this is my favorite thing of all time. And it's probably because I'm a data nerd and I'm just going to own that. Okay. So if I look here, let me just make sure I'm sharing my screen. All right. Made it big. So I said grade 1, this is unit 1, but you have all your units at the bottom. And I say big idea number 1 is numbers through 10. In lesson 1, they are discussing numbers 1 through 10. It says the check for understanding says explain how to use stair steps to show 6 as a 5 group and extra ones. Okay, so that could even be a hinge. Like it's fast. Like kids could probably do that pretty quickly within a minute. Okay. And then I'm saying, here's the teacher notes, like the teacher saying, like, what should you be looking for? Like, what should you see? And then you see lesson number 2. What's the point of lesson number 2? And what should they be able to show you at the end? Okay. These are the exit tickets. If you're in the 2018 version or higher, the exit ticket check for understanding is on the workbook page for that lesson. Like they put it now on the workbook page. If you're in anything earlier than 2018, it's not, it's just in the teacher's guide. But if you're in the Math Genius Squad, it's on the slides for you. It's the very last slide of every lesson. Okay. But here's how it works. You would fill in your report card indicator. So if you're like, oh, this falls under our report card under 1AB, like everyone has their own report card. You don't report out on every standard. So if it falls in a report card indicator, you can put that. If you want to write down the standard or the objective, because every state has a different standard, we didn't do that for you. You can choose. If this skill is one of your big 3 and it shows up on the quick quiz or the unit test, you can say it's also these items on other quick quizzes and unit tests. Because I'm keeping in my back of my mind, Sunshine, this shows up a lot. They're gonna have lots of opportunities to show me if they get it. Okay. But if I'm like, it doesn't show up anywhere else, this idea, then it's today. Okay. I got today. So I type in Sarah's name. Okay. It's Sarah. That's her name. She's doing it. I did the check for understanding. I'm going through my exit tickets for the day. Okay. You had them all do it on the sticky note. You collected the sticky notes. You had them do it on the workbook page. You collected the workbook pages. You had them write it on their whiteboard. You had them leave them on their desk while they went to lunch. You have this on a clipboard and you're just walking around checking their whiteboards and checking off. Yes, yes, no, no, yes, yeah. Okay. We are not having a Grady frenzy of how they do in all their check for understandings. A check for understanding is a dipstick analysis. You got to make it quick or you're never going to keep up with it. Okay. It is, I just do a quick check. So if I did this with, let's just say sticky notes and everyone did on a sticky note. And as they come back, as they finish their lesson, they hand me their sticky note as they're going into lunch. Okay. I literally, as I'm eating my lunch, go, get it, don't get it, get it, don't get it, get it, don't get it. I sort it into 2 different piles. Okay. The don't get it's computation, conceptual, computation, conceptual. I now sort the don't get it's into piles. Why didn't they get it? These kids just can't add. They just computational errors. Okay. That's different. Computational error. These ones, they just didn't get it. Like there's a lot they didn't get. Okay. This is like legit issue. I just sort into quick piles, but like, we're like quick. That's what I do with homework. Get it? Don't get it. Get it. I do not grade the whole thing of homework and every single problem. Okay. I don't have time for that in my life. I'm trying to use it as a formative assessment, right? So I'm gauging. So here's where you would use the objective tracker. In this example, I'm saying the very first time I checked in with Sarah on this skill was for the check for understanding with that exit ticket, or as I was walking around her desk, and she kind of got it. She at least was able to show me a 6 and a 5 group, but she didn't have the right number of extra ones. Okay. So I'm like, on a scale of 4, 3, 2, or 1, 4 is she is above standard, which in this case, she wouldn't even have the opportunity to show me that. She's a 3. She like gets it. She's on grade level. A 2, she's making progress. Like she's getting there. She was getting most of the examples, but there's still too many she wasn't getting for me to say she really gets it. And then a 1, meaning she's not making progress at all. Like there's no effort. Like this kid is shutting down. Okay. Let's say she's a 2. I put a 2 in there. Notice what it did. It color coded it yellow because I really like spreadsheets. Now you're like, I'm not bringing around my computer for this. Well, then don't use this. Print it off. It's a PDF. Get your felt tip pens and go with your bad self. Use a plus system, a minus system, a check system. Use whatever system you want. I happen to like color. So if I put a 2 in here, I'm like, oh man, think about it. At a glance, you would see how your class did on that lesson. Right then and there, you have the group you were going to do a reteach with. You know who you got to follow up with. But then when you meet with them in a small group, let's say on Friday or a reteach day that you built in, you're like, I'm going to pull these groups of kids to show me this skill. And then you meet with Sarah again. You're like, by golly, look at her. She got a 3 this time. That you gave her the quick quiz. You're like, well, how is she doing now on that skill? She got another, oh, right there. She got another 3. I don't care what any of her colors are unless by the end I'm seeing that my friend, she got it. She could have not gotten it at all. And finally on the last one, she gets it. But I'm saying I'm not letting go of this because I keep checking in with her and she's finally got it. Now, do you have to check in with kids 4 times? No, it's just a place for you to have an opportunity that you don't want to forget that Sarah's still not getting it. You have some place you can go keep checking in with her if you need it. Okay. So you choose how you use it.